Hello guys, welcome to another class of Vidhai. This video is brought to you by the Exams Possible team of Vidhai. Exams Vidhai is a non-profit initiative by the students of IIITDM Kancheepuram to give free coaching and resources to students preparing for national level competitive exams. Today, we are going to learn about one of the easy topics for both NTSE and NMMS, which is embedded figures. Now, let us move on to the contents of this chapter. Today, we will learn about what is an embedded figure, how to identify an embedded figure, and we'll attempt to solve some questions from the previous year papers. Now, what is an embedded figure? Before learning about this, let us know about one more concept, which is simple figures. Simple figures are basic geometric objects with no complexity. They are basically objects which are simple to look at. For example, a circle, a triangle, a square, or any random shape which is very simple to look at, which doesn't have much complexity in its diagram. Now, let us take an example. Look at the following diagram. Is it a simple figure? Well, no. This is not a simple figure. If you can see, this figure can be represented as a combination of 1, 2, 3, 4 right angle triangles to be precise. Or you can also represent this figure as a combination of 1, 2 squares and a triangle. In this way, the above figure can be represented as a combination of different simple figures. These combinations of simple figures are known as complex figures. So, this particular figure is a complex figure and it's not a simple figure. So, here, that is the same thing which we discussed earlier. The combinations of simple figures are known as complex figures. If you can see in all these figures, there are combinations of various simple figures. Like if you can see the first one, you have a triangle here, you have a rectangle here, you have one more triangle here. In that way, with the combination of different simple figures, this is forming a complex figure. Now, these complex figures have many shapes hidden inside them, and these shapes are known as embedded figures. So that is what is here. Embedded figures are the figures hidden inside complex figures. Like if you can see here, embedded figures are the ones which can be embedded inside these figures. They are hidden inside these figures. Next question is, how do we identify an embedded figure? For this, all we need is good observational skills and practice. Now, let us attempt to go and solve an example. If you can see here, you have been given a question figure and some answer figures, right? Now, we have to find out in which of the following option does the question figure be embedded into, right? Now, let us proceed to the first option, option A. If you can see in option A, if you compare the option A and the question figure and try to embed the question figure into option A, you'll notice the following. The above line which should be there in the thing is there, but the slant lines are missing. Except for the slant line, everything else is present, but then the slant line is missing, which makes this whole option wrong. So option A is wrong. Now, let us move on to option B. If you can see in option B, the top line is there, the slant lines are also there, The other horizontal lines are also there. But if you see the vertical lines, here in the question figure, they are straight lines. That's why we call it vertical lines, right? But in this option, the lines are also shown as slant lines, which is wrong. We need to have vertical lines, right? That is why option B is also wrong. Now, let us see option C. Option C looks like an it's obviously a wrong answer. It can be noticed also, but then let us do it. If you can see in option C, the top line is there, but except for the top line, there's nothing else common. So our question figure cannot be embedded into this answer option. So option C is definitely wrong. Now let us see option D. If you can see in option D, the top line, the slant lines, this line matches with this line matches with this line and this line match with these two lines, and the vertical lines, I'm so sorry. The vertical lines match with the vertical lines, and this horizontal line also matches with the horizontal line. So this whole question figure is embedded into this answer figure. Yes or no? Right? So this makes option D the right answer. Option D is right. I am just writing it down for convenience. Answer is option D. Now that we have seen the example, let us move on to some questions from previous year paper. We shall solve one NTSE and one NMMS problem respectively. But it is to be noted that the difficulty level of the questions from NTSE and NMMS is actually same. So both the videos can be viewed by all the students preparing for NTSE and NMMS. Let us see one question from NMMS. Find out the alternative figure which contains the given figure. So this is the question figure and the answer figures are given here. Now let us see option A. If you can see, the top horizontal line is there. The slant line, not there. And this is also not there. So we are not able to embed this figure into this. So option A is wrong. Now let us see option B. We shall try to do the same. That is, embed the question figure in the answer figure. Are we able to do that? Do we have the slant line? No. Are we able to do that? No. So option B is also wrong. Now let us go to option C. In option C, you have the horizontal line. You have the slanting line also, but you don't have one more horizontal line which was supposed to be there. This is there, but the horizontal line in the bottom is missing. So this option is also wrong. Now let us go to the final option D. We have the horizontal line here. We have the slant line here. We have one more horizontal line as per the question. We have this vertical line and one more horizontal line. So the whole shape is present inside option D. We are able to embed the question figure into option D. See, that line, and this line, and finally the horizontal line and the horizontal line. So the whole shape is present in option D. So option D is the right answer. I'll just write it down also. Answer is option D. Now let us take an example from NTSE. Here, in the same way like the previous questions we discussed, we are given a question figure and the answer figures. Now let us check if this question figure is embedded in option A. If you see in option A, you will find out that the triangles, the smaller triangle is there, but the larger triangle is not there. It looks like the larger triangle is there, but then it's actually small, if you can see. So let us try in any other position now. Somewhere here you have the, no, you don't have it here also. Here also the larger triangle is not there, the smaller triangle is there. So you can't embed this whole thing into the option. So option A is wrong. I may have drawn it a little thing, but option A is wrong. Now let us see option B. In option B, again I've drawn it a little bad, but please cope with this. You have the triangle, smaller triangle, which is this and this line and this line. So the smaller triangle is there, and then we also have the larger triangle, if you can see. I'm just highlighting it so that you can easily notice it. You have the smaller triangle and the larger triangle. If you can compare it with the question figure, you will realize that this is what is the question figure. So it is easily notice that this question figure is embedded inside this option B. So we can say option B contains the question figure. Therefore option B is the right answer. When option B is right, obviously option C and D are wrong. That's how it is, because we only have one correct answer for these options. Answer is option B. So looks like we've reached the end of the video. I hope this was a useful session for you guys. Thank you for attending.